Joycelyn Wade is openly accusing Nathan Wade of having essentially a relationship with Fani Willis, the DA, and she says that she wants to know more information from Fani Willis, such as this information about trips that they may have taken that Nathan Wade would have been paying for, what he is making from the district attorney's office, because that's all relevant to the divorce. Her argument is that they need to divide assets, and she doesn't know how much money he has that he's making, and so she wants information. She wants to even depose District Attorney Fani Willis as soon as next week.
And then here's Donald Trump weighing in. Wow, just released the credit card records showing a small sample only, irrefutable proof.
All right, my friends, J.R. Duke's back with you. I want to welcome all my free-minded friends again. We are hammering this Fani Willis case. We are all over it. We've been dealing with this case for some time. This is the case that never stops giving. We are currently in the middle of a video with our friend Doug in Exile. So let's continue on. Here we go.
So here's, since plaintiff filed for divorce, he has taken trips to San Francisco and Napa Valley, to Florida, and even gone on a Caribbean cruise, enjoyed a trip to Belize, another to the country of Panama, and even just last month took a trip to Australia. We'll show you how this ties to.
Okay, now what he's reading from is the divorce papers filed by Joycelyn Wade, who is the wife of Nathan Wade, who is the lover/prosecutor involved with Fulton County DA Fani Willis. This is a picture right here in the middle of your screen of his wife, I guess soon to be ex-wife. She's rather pretty. Can't say so much about Fani Willis, but I don't want to digress. We'll get right back into it.
Fani Willis, because he bought plane tickets for both of them. The evidence is clear that Miss Willis has an intended travel partner for at least some of these trips, as indicated by flights he purchased for her to accompany him. Defendant seeks to depose Miss Willis in order to determine details surrounding her romantic affair with plaintiff, as there appears to be no reasonable explanation for their travels apart from a romantic relationship. Guys, this is out in the public. Fani Willis is ruined. And then here's the actual receipt showing the payment for two on a Caribbean cruise.
Boom, man, that's what you call bad, when they actually can file these motions and have supporting documentation from the credit card receipts. Apparently, these credit cards were turned over as part of the divorce discovery, and then, of course, his soon-to-be ex-wife, Joycelyn Wade, released these to certain individuals and specifically her attorney so they could file this particular motion to compel Fani Willis to testify and give a deposition.
Here's a response from Unwind with Tasha K, representing Nathan Wade's wife.
What about Nathaniel's wife, Fani? All that money you allocated tricking on a prosecutor, tricked his wife out of $1,400 a month alimony payments.
So because of the way that she funneled this to Nate Wade, he didn't have to claim it for alimony payments. So that's a double ripoff. He's a deadbeat dad.
Where's the justice for this black woman when she's saying I've been married to his ass for 26 years, raised his children?
She raised his children, and now he runs off after she made him. You know, I know what it's like to be married. I'm married 30-something years. He was married 26 years. She raised his children, and this is the thanks she gets.
This is the one you getting up on a church podium here to stand beside?
We've already gone into that church podium, the gall that she had to call down the name of God to try to defend this act.
Amen.
Here's the Gateway Pundit headline. Nathan Wade's estranged wife, Joycelyn Wade, unleashes on Fani Willis in a court filing, produces receipts, incling banks. She's paying less than the guy
I wanted
with
to tell
no
you,
experience.
I want to tell you one thing too.
$650,000+. That's in.
Now, I want to make a point. There may be one way to know that Nathan Wade was definitely paid up to $1 million. And the way we know this is take a look at this picture right here. I want you to take a quick peek at this right here. You see right here on the left-hand side, you see Fani Willis. And then in the middle, you see the wife of Nathan Wade, Joycelyn Wade. If you look at the two, it's very clear that Joycelyn Wade is beautiful. She's a very pretty woman. Obviously, Nathan Wade has been earning his money, if you know what I'm talking about. He's definitely doing work that I wouldn't want to do, or that you probably wouldn't want to do, if you know what I mean. So, again, tell me what you think in the comments below. I think this is prima facie evidence that he has to be making a bunch of money. Again, I'm just saying, maybe I digress. I don't know. We'll see.
Nathan Wade's estranged wife, Joycelyn Wade, unleashes on Fani Willis in a court filing, produces receipts, including bank statements. An attorney for Fani Willis immediately filed a motion to quash the subpoena and accused Joycelyn Wade of interfering with her RICO case against Trump, as if Joycelyn Wade is somehow in on the Trump team. And then, so this is Joycelyn Wade's attorney. The arguments asserted by Ms. Willis are disingenuous, specious, and her claimed basis for same fails as a matter of law. Upon information and belief, Ms. Willis has information and knowledge directly relevant to alleged conduct of the plaintiff, Wade, that would be considered by the court equitable, division of the marital estate, dissipation of marital assets, and spousal support. Joycelyn Wade's attorney stating a court filing reviewed by the reporter. So she's just saying that, look, this is part of their divorce settlement, so don't bring Trump into this. Furthermore, Ms. Willis's implied threat to pursue charges against defendant and her counsel based on inconvenient facts from her personal life. That's right, it's your fault, Fani Willis, that are directly relevant to an ongoing divorce proceedings in the above styled action is an affront to the integrity of her office, Joycelyn Wade's attorney wrote. So now they're going after the integrity of Fani Willis, which you're going to hear a lot of that in this episode. If non-party Ms. Willis seeks protection, it appears that the one she needs protection from is herself.
Ouch. Boy, that's really sticking it back. The attorney that Miss Joycelyn Wade has, she's a sharp woman. We'll be talking about her in upcoming episodes.
Filing read. That went into an official, the divorce proceedings filings. Fani Willis is publicly embarrassed even by the legal system now. Here's Tom Cotton. In Atlanta, it's Fani Willis who should be on trial, not Donald Trump. And then here's more from Julie Kelly. This Fani Willis scandal is the funniest GD thing to ever happen in any of these prosecutions, and it's not even close. And she highlighted the Holiday Inn Woodstock.
I love that, the Holiday Inn. I saw that myself in one of those documents that's basically a credit card, and it's itemizing all the items that were purchased on that credit card. And this one particular entry says Holiday Inn Express, Woodstock, Georgia, just north of Atlanta. It's a little bit out of the way. It's kind of the place you'd want to go if you didn't want to go too far, but you wanted to have, let's just call it a secret rendezvous. I don't know firsthand, but it sure is interesting to look at.
Hotel rate.
Now Joycelyn Wade is openly accusing Nathan Wade of having essentially a relationship with Fani Willis, the DA, and she says that she wants to know more information from Fani Willis, such as this information about trips that they may have taken that Nathan Wade would have been paying for, what he is making from the district attorney's office, because that's all relevant to the divorce. Her argument is that they need to divide assets, and she doesn't know how much money he has that he's making, and so she wants information. She wants to even depose District Attorney Fani Willis as soon as next week.
And then here's Donald Trump weighing in. Wow, just released the credit card records showing a small sample, only irrefutable proof that Fulton County, Georgia, crime-ridden Atlanta, DA Fani Willis colluded with her boyfriend, lover, to wrongfully target me in order to enrich themselves and to live the lifestyle of the rich and famous, cruises, wineries, shopping, and so much more, paid for with the money they got by prosecuting me and other honorable American patriots. So we have Fani Willis tied to the White House now, to Joe Biden. We have her under all kinds of investigations, legal investigations that you just can't legally pull off in front of other lawyers. They have to do something about this. But here's Fani Willis in her own words from 3 years ago, saying that if someone is dating a subordinate in her office, that's inappropriate.
Wait till you hear this. This is what he just said. This is Fani Willis herself saying that if you're dating someone in the office, she's not going to tolerate it. You're basically going to be fired because of all the litigation and all the expense it's going to cost the taxpayers. But, things change, doesn't it, Fani?
And I certainly will not be choosing people to date that work under me. Let me just say that.
Yeah, you can say that, but you chose someone to date who works under you.
We are at a place in society where things happen in people's relationships, husband and wife. Sometimes there are outside relationships. I don't think that that's what the community is concerned about, although there might be a moral breaking in that. I think that what citizens are really, really concerned about is if you chose to have inappropriate contact with employees. I mean, there's nothing that I can say on it other than it is distracting. It is certainly inappropriate for the #1 law enforcement officer in this state. And it really, really saddens me. And it will be very unfortunate if the taxpayers of this community have to pay for any of those lawsuits.
Taxpayers are going to pay for all your lawsuits. That is insane. The lack of clarity she has on her own morals, like the other article said. Her biggest problem is she has to get out of her own way. If the Trump trial is to go forward in Georgia without distraction, Fani Willis, if she was really serving the Democrat Party, would recuse herself.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Doug, I totally agree with you. I don't think that's going to happen. She'll have to be removed. She's too committed. She keeps digging the hole. #1 rule when you're in a hole, stop digging. Fani, stop digging. Don't go to church, commit blasphemy, start playing on the race card, start blaming anybody and everybody but yourself. Stop being a disgrace to your community. Stop being a bad example for other young ladies, other ladies of minorities that might want to become attorneys or do better with their lives. You're a disgrace. You keep digging this hole. You should have never brought these charges. You're corrupt. You have engaged in malfeasance. That needs to be charged. I mean, it's just that simple. If these allegations are true, I hope that you face full consequences of what you have done. At a minimum, you and your lover boy, Nathan Wade, should be disbarred. It's just that simple. We know what's going on here. It's very clear that this whole thing was something you did in collaboration with the Joe Biden White House, probably the special prosecutor, that Jack Smith guy at the same time. It's all an attempt to take down Donald Trump, and all you ended up doing is embarrassing yourself and taking down yourself and the people who are associated with you. What a terrible, terrible thing that you have done, and a violation of your oath, Miss Fani Willis. All right, my friends, if you are still with me, go ahead. You might as well hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. Be sure to share this video with someone you think may benefit from it. Indoctrination is a real thing, and people need to know the truth. So please share it with someone you think may benefit from this material. Also, if you hit the subscribe button, at least you'll be aware of when my next videos come out, because I am going to stay all over this case. I always say, my friends, keep that mind free, never give up. And until next time, I am J.R. Dukes.